r/AskReddit. Real life 40-year-old virgins. What's your story? A coworker is 51. Never had girlfriend nor had ex. Nature has been a jerk to him. He's an uglier version of Danny DeVito. With strabism and none of the acting abilities. How did you learn this about your coworker? Probably just through normal conversation. Like over a game of poker. I was raised in a religious household, so I was taught to wait until marriage. I had many boyfriends, but I didn't sleep with them because of my vow of abstinence. I wore my promise ring until I was married at age 30. I married my best friend and soulmate. He told me he had performance problems, but he had also never had a girlfriend, and I naively thought that once we were together and naked, things would work out. Turns out I was wrong. He was completely impotent. I decided that I married him because I loved him and not for ex, so it was fine. We started talking to doctors to see if it could be fixed, but then he suffered a terrible brain injury. Now my husband is a paraplegic with many health problems. Weird thing is, after the brain injury he started getting erections. Normally this would be something to celebrate, but has in so much pain due to the paralysis that I can't exactly get on top of him. So here I am, a woman in her late 30s, a married virgin, taking care of her paraplegic husband, and I don't know what the future holds. Edit. Wow, I'm so touched by all of the kind words. I'm overwhelmed by the reaction, but also a little wary of the attention this comment is getting. I worry that someone I know may recognize my situation and then be made aware of our Excel problems. If it continues to grow, I may delete it. But before I do, I just want to thank everyone for all their kind words and for all the helpful advice. I'm truly touched. 3. I don't know which Redditor it was, but she was in a situation where her husband got into an accident and couldn't feel anything under his belly button. They ended up making it work by using a harness or something. Try posting on r/x. You will be able to make it work. A friend of mine is 39 and has never lost it. He's super religious. Has had girlfriends, but never got married or anything, so he never had his ex. Well, that's as far as I know. Maybe he has and is ashamed of it. Maybe he's gay and is in the closet. Maybe he's a Rexahol. I don't know. Normally a drinking, playing video games, going to bars, and traveled the world sort of a guy. Decent looking but not great. He's maybe a little out of shape, but I wouldn't call it ugly. Thing is, he wants to be married before ex and also has super weirdly high standards. Like now that he's his age, he still won't settle for anything less than a K-10 Fats Ultra Christian. As someone who is a fairly conservative Christian, I can confirm that most older, unmarried Christian guys are looking for supermodels. I think they are stuck being single because they are thinking, if I'm only going to sleep with one woman, she better be stunning. I went to seminary where single women outnumbered single men by a lot. One of the few single guys dated the prettiest girl in school for a few weeks. They broke up when he realized she was a horrible person. But despite her not being much of a loss and having his pick of the other girls, he fell to pieces and couldn't go to classes for a while. But she also only gets to sleep with one man. So he better be Brad Pitt with that attitude. I'm not sure which makes my bag dry up faster. This bullhead or basement dwelling fedora nice guys. My brother got his first girlfriend aged 38. There is hope for everyone. Hope for everyone. My uncle skeleton disagree. Edit. Thanks everyone fallen kin bones meme. Never know this thing exist. Kept bon in humanity. Spooky. Not 40. But I know one guy who has a micropeen and is physically unable to have ex. Shame too, because he's decently good looking and funny. Makes out with a lot of girls. Is 6'3" etc. Completely normal. Only know he's a virgin due to him admitting JT to me when he was drunk. He's early to mid 30s. Edit. He is a virgin in terms of vagal intercourses. I assume he's done other hit. He needs to find himself a nice girl with vagismus and they can have lovely non-penetrative ex together for the rest of their lives. That's what I'm thinking. If you're a nice person and confident, plus being good looking helps, you should still be able to have ex. even if it's not traditional intercourse. As a woman, I can attest that there are plenty of ways to get off. There is a guy named Buddy who works at a BP down the road from me. He's got to be 40 and one of the nicest guys I've ever met on this planet. Just about all my friends and I will go out of our way for this gas station because we love him so much. One day we got to talking and he told me that he has never had had a girlfriend, or eaten meat in his entire life. Pretty clearly religious reasons, but I didn't ask. Still, the dude radiates positivity and genuinely cares about every single person he meets. Just goes to show that having and finding a lover isn't essential to living a wonderful life. Also, his name is Buddy and he calls everyone he knows Buddy, so that's cool. We have a buddy who works at a gas station in town, but he caresses all females' hands when handing back debit cards or grocery bags and comes off as a creep. Probably still a virgin, but I'll be damned if he's not trying. You should tell him to rub lotion on their hands as well. Op HMU in 2 decades for answer. r/Miral. Me too, thanks. I know a 34-year-old who has never even kissed a girl. Crippling social anxiety. Also hung up on a girl from 15 years ago who has never been interested. I saw a pretty tipsy girl come onto him at a bar once and he almost jumped out of his skin. He was nude having that hit. I've known socially well-adjusted good-looking dudes whose fear of getting rejected is so large that they will refuse to put themselves out there and flirt back, even if the girl initiated. Edit, and I know the girls are interested because they literally say your friend is cute. This was always my underlying feeling with him. He also has really high expectations of a first time. Like, our very attractive friend was like, let's just sleep together, so you realize it's not that big of a deal. And he was like, no. It has to be perfect. Now, I don't know about everyone reading this, but my first time was absolutely not perfect, and I kinda knew it at the time, but was fine with that and still am. I have a friend in this situation. She has never been kissed. Even. She is a little bit heavy, but not obese. And she is okay looking. I think it is just confidence. It is almost always a confidence thing. I dated a girl for a while. She was on the heavier side, not obese but not skinny. She was constantly questioning why I was with her and talking down about herself, saying that I could do so much better no matter how much I reassured her that I wanted to be with her. Eventually, her lack of confidence and constant doubt of our relationship led to us breaking up, along with a couple of other issues, but that was the main cause. As I have had to put it, your utter lack of confidence that I want be with you has made me not want to be with you. I know someone who was 33. Lots of reasons. Religious/strict upbringing meant no way to interact with the preferred gender until after high school. Overweight in college, which wasn't actually a problem for men finding her attractive, but it killed her own self-confidence, so she never recognized when men hit on her. Hard investment banking career meant working all hours and getting much fatter, so the cycle kept getting worse. Had lots of guys friends, but never recognized anyone hitting on her. Finally got in shape. Got confidence. Lost virginity at weight she was in college when she thought she was fat. Ironic. When I start getting down on myself about my weight, I think, I wish I was as fat as the first time I thought I was fat. I'd be 125 lbs. Body image and perspective are weird things. When I was in 6th grade, 125 seemed so enormous. Now, almost 30, 125 seems so frail for my height. Yeah. Or I remember being like 5 feet 2 and 140 in middle school. Was a bit of a chub and thought 140 would always be fat for me. By end of HS I was 6 feet and 200 was getting fat for me. Now I'm back to 150 or so, and I'm definitely not a fat middle schooler anymore. I'm in my mid-40s. Female. I have a congenital condition that isn't really that disabling in terms of what I can do, but has meant I look very different from other women. Really fat from the way it disrupted my metabolism. Developed as a woman until around puberty, and then started developing about half and half male and female features. Also produced scarring and a general unwell appearance, greasy skin and hair falling out. Even with excellent grooming, You can imagine how utterly repulsive men have found me. So, here we are. I expect to live the rest of my life alone. Of course. At this point, I'm so broken from bullying and isolation that a relationship isn't even imaginable. Perhaps it's a blessing that my condition is associated with a shorter lifespan. This made me so sad to read. I'm here if you ever need to talk to anyone. Edit. Hey. Thanks for the gold. You da best. And I'm here if you need anyone to bang. I'm 41 years old and had sex only once with a prostitute. I think women find me weird because of autism. My husband is autistic. I'm neurotypical, with a background in child psych and special needs. He never feels like a chore. We face some challenges other couples don't. But we have also skipped many common challenges typical couples do face. He's the best partner I could have stumbled across in my life. He's loving, hardworking, physically affectionate, a great cook, supportive of my career goals and well-being, and absolutely the steady calm to my storm of busy extroversion. Coming home to him is my idea of a vacation. All without much in the way of talking. Hi, I'm a lonely 29/M autistic. I've never been in a serious relationship. I've always observed others' relationships and learned from their mistakes. Now that I'm 29, I have put myself out on the market. I've gone on Tinder and I'm getting lots of interest. Ultimately I feel bad because if this person really wants to get to know me, they will learn that I'm not a social butterfly and that we would face challenges other couples wouldn't. But hearing you say that you skipped many common challenges that other couples face gave me a little hope. I've spent so many years learning from others' mistakes that I know this is how my situation would be. Thanks. I actually work with one who's like 45ish. Maybe closing in on 50. Has a strange guy, works too much and way too hard, saves all his money, is generally stingy. But kinda social, I know he wants it, but has too focused on work to actually make it happen. Some people work hard to escape depression. Sorts, I'm one. Yeah. It's either nightmarish anxiety, in which my body and mind are actually awake, or depression, in which my body and mind simply die. I've been there, not going back. It has a bad effect on my social life.